here's my thing with Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is that like of all the stuff that we talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, because I think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably the number one show we talked about the most on the podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an unfinished product. Like I need to see further beyond of this season 2, because everyone says the Shibuya arc is the best arc. But Shibuya arc left so many fucking plot holes and questions about characters and where they're gonna go with it that it's hard for me to say, like, if I'm looking in a vacuum this season 2, it like I can't have anything else, then it's hard to say it's good, because I think you need a season 3 and probably another movie,
or the promise of season 3 at least, to appreciate what they were doing this season.
In season 2, yeah, like we talk about all the time. Season 2 is all about setting up everything for the grand finale of a season 3 or season 4, and it absolutely did that. It took away all the fat, even though it's the fat that we love of Nanami and
went
Nobara.
Straight to that Brian's surgery room, and they chopped the hell out of that.
They
fat.
chopped. Yep. And so now we're just left with like the pieces that are supposed to be good, but I don't know if they're good or it's fake meat or anything like that.
It's just fake meat. Big bad kid. Fake.
So like I don't know. Like I need more. I've read ahead, but I still don't have an answer to that question.
Man will never die.
No, absolutely not. We should watch it again together.
We should. It's just about time for our annual watching James Franco and Seth Rogen fuck around. What is going on, my Weeb and Weebettes? Welcome back to another episode of the Weeb Power Hour, the show where we have a roundtable discussion on the latest news and topics in the anime and manga world. With me is just one co-host for this week, Lance. Oh,
I think that's how Plinchy sounds like right now, because she is in a lot of pain right now, so she couldn't make it to this week's episode, but it's okay. It's just two-man crew again. Me, Peter, the guy to my right, Lance.
God rest her soul.
God rest her soul. So she probably just needed a break from us, honestly, because we are
I wouldn't
too
be
much to
surprised if
handle.
Just my back, man. I just can't stand you guys.
She like forcefully threw her own back so she could miss this week's episode. So I could like yeet herself out the window.
You got a problem with me? Sorry, I can't. I'm gonna be in the hospital that day.
Yeah, just crash out the window. But it's okay though. There's still plenty to do and talk about for this week's episode. But first up, let's hit the latest news of the week first. It has been a long time since we talked about Skate to Infinity. One of the
that was just last year though.
It's been almost 4 years, I think, since the first season. 3 years or something like that. It was like 2020, 2021. I think it was like the set part of the second like top 10 we were doing for the podcast ever. It was the first original show we chose to be in the top 10, and it worked out pretty well for us because Skate was a really amazing season. There have been talks about season 2. And that being in production. We weren't sure when it was going to come out, but now we know that it will be August of 2022, so pretty much the beginning of the fall season for next year. So, but until then, they do have an OVA called Skate to Infinity. The OVA. Well, sorry, I thought they had an extra thing about that, but two main guys that were from the original show. What's his name? Cherry and
Popper.
Boy.
Oh,
I don't remember their names actually. Skate.
Cherry and Boy.
What the
beach
Joe,
in Riverside.
I think the name is Joe, right? The green hair guy.
Yeah, Joe, and yeah. I think his name is Cherry.
Yeah, and then the other one's named Cherry because he's got the fucking cherry hair. Yeah, so. So it's them at school because they've had a long history together, being, I guess, childhood friends. So
that's a great point to, if you're gonna give a backstory, I'm glad
it'll be these two.
Yeah,
they had a lot to offer, and it'd be really interesting to see how their dynamic had worked out all the way to the beginning of the first season. And hopefully, we'll get more news about season 2 in the future, because goddamn, Studio Bones already kind of set. They're one of like probably like top 5, top 10 studios currently in the anime world, and they need this one to really hit it out the park. Because I don't know, we checked out the first episode, Metallic Rouge, and that's also a studio original right there, and that one needs a little bit more spices and a little more simmering to see if that can match up to the Skate originality that I had a couple years ago. So we'll definitely be on the lookout for this one whenever this gets released. But with that is the latest news of the week. If there's any news articles you guys want us to check out and talk about on the podcast, let us know. We can always check it out either through our DMs on social media, or you can email us at theweebhour@gmail.com. And then, maybe it'll show up in a future episode. But with that, let's move on to the next segment of our show. It is the media roundup of the week. This segment where we talk about anything we watched, read, or play that isn't from this current season's anime. We're going to do things a little differently in this section. Usually this is like extra shows, or maybe I want to talk about Pal World and how fucking amazing Pokemon with guns have fucking rated this past week in the gaming world. But Crunchyroll, I think this is year 7 now. I think it started in 2017, this award show that they've been having. Sadly, I wanted to do it all 3 of us, but I think this will end by the end of this week, trying to put in our votes. So it would just be the 2 of us to put in our votes. Luckily, we pretty much are all on the same ballpark in terms of what we agree and disagree on anime. So especially for the past year. So it should be somewhat unanimous for the most part. But we'll go through every category. Future Peter might cut out some categories though if it sounds too boring or we really didn't have much to say about each category. And we'll put in our votes. And if this episode comes out on time, I believe the last day to vote is the 27th. So that's this Saturday. So put in your votes, and maybe or may not get heard, and your favorite anime probably won't win, because it's probably going to be Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, that might be your favorite anime. Who knows? But with that, let's get started. We'll work from the bottom up here. But yeah, 25 categories to go through. I think for the most part, we should be able to have a decent decision on all of them, except for maybe best voice artist performance in English, because we don't
talk about this one.
Don't really know much.
Know
do you know?
Guys. Yeah.
Do you? I only know Johnny Young Bosch.
Well, that's probably the most important one. Austin Tendo, he's kind of been a rising star voice actor since maybe in the last like 5, maybe not even 10 years yet. Wow, he used to be. I mean,
what?
Okay. I probably shouldn't say that, but
okay.
Anyway,
you're listening out there, Austin Tendo.
Yeah,
I
was not about to say anything
you cool.
mean. Anyways, he started off voicing. I think the first one that I noticed him in was Is This a Zombie? Kore wa Zombie desu ka?
Oh wow!
As Ayumu, I think his name was. And then he's just kind of voiced like a lot of these like
a lot of pretty boys.
Yeah, a lot of pretty boy main character roles. I think he was Accelerator.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he
was Kiyoshi from Prison School.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, a lot of
so I've heard him before,
especially like goofball voices or like extravagant voices for boy characters.
Oh wow! He was Ken from Tokyo Ghoul.
Ken.
Yeah, Accelerator. Wow, he's big.
Yeah, he's just kind of climbed steadily, and now he's like pretty much in every single anime. Oh, yeah, he's Shuoma from Guilty Crown. That said, what voice did he voice this season or this last year?
2023. Black Clover, Ancient Magus Bride,
okay,
Ice Guy and his cool companion or cool female colleague, Trigun, Buddy Daddies. I know Buddy Daddies is like a big one this year for a lot of people.
You got,
but I don't think this character is
important. Candidate for that though.
I don't think so.
Let's look at the other one that caught my eye.
It's Trigun.
Oh, Trigun. Million Knives? Oh, I'm not even sure who that is. I'm not a Trigun fan. But Abby Trott, she's the voice of Annette from Fire Emblem, and she is nominated because of her voice as Nezuko, which I think is hilarious.
Well, I mean, she got more lines this season.
Yeah, she got to say like I think 2 whole lines. And man, did she kill those 2 lines, right?
Hey, you know what? When you can grunt and get people like hearts moved, then you know you're top tier. So that's how it goes.
Well, I'm not so much, Nezuko. Yeah, aside from Nezuko's limited voice, I think Abby Trott is a brilliant voice actress too, and a great singer.
Yeah, I mean, she was Akane from My Love Story Yamada-kun at level 999. That's a very good character to have. So one of the better rom-coms or just romance in general last year. But other than that, I mean, it's not much. So Johnny Young Bosch, like. Nezuko is like, I'm sure she did great, but I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that, mate.
But we haven't watched really any of these shows in English dub. I just know Johnny Young Bosch because I mean, Toonami is, that voice is like fucking classic in your ear when you hear Ichigo's voice in English.
Mm-hmm. Johnny definitely kills it.
All right.
As you can see, this is what happens when you have diplomacy. People just vote for whatever they feel like.
Yeah, but I mean, like, with how Bleach is and how big it is, and this the final season, and the past 2 seasons have been, the past 2 parts have been like really amazing from what I've been told. I'm sure the hype is like carrying him to pretty much win this category outright. So pretty easy from there. All right, let's move on to another category here. Working backwards. Best voice artist performance in Japanese. Interesting. I vaguely remember, maybe it was last year or the years previous, they split this category to male and female, but it looks like they added all of them together here. Yeah. So we got Atsumi Tanizaki for Anya in Spy Family, Mayumi Tanaka, which I feel like she's almost in every year's top voice artist, but that's Luffy from One Piece. Yuichi Nakamura is Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Kinenosuke Toya is Denji from Chainsaw Man. Yoshino Oyama is Hitori from Bocchi the Rock, and then Yuki Kaji for Eren Yeager, Attack on Titan. So pretty stacked list. Most of these shows, except for I believe One Piece, is also in the running for Anime of the Year as well. So if this is your first time with the Anime Award show for Crunchyroll, they do it from last year's fall season all the way up until the following year fall season, because they don't want to have like the latest seasons of episodes affect the mindset of voting. So pretty much like Free Ren and all these shows that came out this past fall, they'll be in the running for the following year. But for now, this is what we're looking like. And I feel like Mayumi Tanaka for Luffy and Yuki Kaji for Eren Yeager can kind of just, maybe we'll like slide that to the side, because it's they have an excellent standard, but I don't think either of them have really like made it better, like this is like,
yeah, I was just
the best year of Eren Yeager or the best year of Luffy in terms of voice acting. So
yeah, well, I mean, Mayumi Tanaka for Monkey D. Luffy is, that level of like just grandfathered in, like she has been killing it since day one.
Gold standard.
Yeah, you cannot even hope to replace her as Monkey D. Luffy, is how iconic she is. So that one's kind of hard because it's like she has like all this history behind her too to consider. Yuki Kaji is an interesting one for Eren Yeager, because for those who have watched the final chapter, spoilers, Eren doesn't talk that much again. He gets like a few lines in like the very final episodes. And it's not even his best work. I think that Eren has had much more iconic, more emotional, passionate deliveries, especially in the first season, the third season.
You know what? I don't think this is including the final movie that came out, because that was in the fall season of this year. So this is like the first
less so
final movie. Yeah, so even less so, because he was mostly a monster.
Either a monster or a mysterious person who's not talking about why he's doing what he's doing. I personally would have chose Minase as Armin. If you want an Attack on Titan rep for this final season, she
absolutely
killed Armin in every way possible in this final season. Just hit it out of the park.
I totally agree. But definitely those two, they're goated. I mean, Yuki Kaji has been pretty much the face of shonen for so many years now.
Wearing that crown proudly for a very long time now.
But I want to say this is probably like his weakest year. I feel it's so weird to me that this
was lacking this year because of family.
Yeah, because he had a baby. And he got married and everything. But I just hate the fact that like we're only focusing on one. Like I feel like you want to look at the entire body of work.
Yeah.
Throughout the year, and his year was kind of lacking just because of we're
talking like voice actor of the year. I feel like it should be the voice actor that's done like the most iconic roles and like biggest impact. And Eren, he's a big deal, but you can't compete with the absolute mountain of work that Yuichi Nakamura has been dishing out since last year into this year, nonstop.
He is all over the place. I mean,
he everywhere and everything all at once.
He is been a namestay. The first time I've ever like paid attention to his work was Fairy Tail, because he was Gray Fullbuster. It was everyone's favorite. I didn't
even know he was great back then. This guy
shirtless motherfucker. Yeah, he's everything.
Crazy different roles.
But in the past year alone, Gojo. He was Buddha.
Buddha from Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Gojo, of course, is just crazy. God, he made Gojo like the next like Levi. Like everyone's talking about him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Like, because you always want that really cool character to carry, because you can never get that from the main protagonist, right? Because he has to be a certain way to carry the plot.
Yeah, just to be relatable, to be accessible to everybody. But you need that character that really has that factor.
Absolutely. Yeah, top Gojo. Dog. Yeah. I definitely agree with you. I definitely think he stepped it up. But I think, I don't know. I feel like Tanizaki Atsumi, the voice for Anya, her year has been fucking fantastic. I know we're not counting the fall season and stuff like that, but she's in Apothecary Diaries. She's also in Dangers in My Heart. She's Futaba from Bunny Girl Senpai. Frieren. But Frieren, she,
it was the end of the year too. So
but I think her
Anya for sure.
Yeah, I think her, and then Chise as well. I know that season of Ancient Magus Bride isn't fantastic, but I think she kills it as Chise for sure. And she was also not many people talk about, but like Nier Automata, I quite like the girl she played, even though she was pretty much like kind of shafted. I was hoping she got more screen time on that, because I thought she was very interesting. But I think we shouldn't forget about her either. Funny enough is that like those two are like super well established, and then you get like the other way where like is Kinosuke Toya for Denji. I believe that was like the early first role ever that he's ever had, and to get Denji, to get Chainsaw Man as like your first big break, that was crazy. And I think he did a great job as Denji.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, Denji was his very first role ever.
This is like his like Shu Oma for for Yukikaji, like the one that will put him on the map.
Yeah, because I expect more and more once Chainsaw Man continues to roll out, and we'll start hearing it more, because his way of like delivering Denji's line, there's just like there's like a sudden burst of like stupidity out of Denji, you know, because that's what hypes up the episode or what hypes up the moment. But then there's like a sudden like grounded to earth moments that Denji has in thinking about, you know, whatever situation he's in, and it feels like almost like sad in a way that he delivers Denji's line. That's just like this like slow realization of the world around him, because he's never known about the world until, you know, the events have happened in Chainsaw Man. So yeah, I quite like his take on it. And yeah, Yoshino Aoyama for Bocchi. I mean, can this like, it's like high tier like shit posting with Bocchi the Rock, and her take on Bocchi was fucking fantastic. I don't know if she's also done a lot, but
not a whole lot. Oh
yeah, like Bocchi's basically her best one, but it's been a small stuff here and there.
She did just nail Bocchi. I don't think that Bocchi the Rock could succeed without just absolutely getting the perfect match for Bocchi. And
absolutely,
they did find the perfect match.
You know, maybe you feel differently. This is how I feel with voice acting, especially depending on your genre. If it's action, adventure, fantasy, you know, just a high-end drama and stuff like that, I feel like that is an easier time to voice than comedy. I think comedy, there's a specific way of saying stuff. There's a timing, the nuance, the way you like elongate some words.
Enunciation.
Yeah, the speed you hit.
Reactions are incredibly important.
Exactly.
Noises are important to comedy.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely what I was going at, and I feel like Yoshino did perfectly for Bocchi, because it was to match the sounds to go with the silly faces that Bocchi had throughout the whole season. That's not easy, and it's not very easy to convey and make it funny or make it like good to look at, because sometimes it could be just cringe if it's not matched correctly.
Nailing comedy and just straight up cringe is very, very
tough. Yeah. But yeah, with drama or anything like that, you know, yelling or screaming or like being in agony and stuff like that, I feel like that's an easier time to like connect yourself, and it's a little bit easier for a voice actor to get into that role. But like comedy, like I feel like you gotta have it. You gotta have the comedy chops on top of being a good voice actor to really do it. And the fact that like that's her best role yet, I'm excited to see what she can do in the future, because you know, there can never be enough cute girls doing cute things and having it being like a nice, like, you know, 4-coma comedy fun romp, you know. So
I can get behind Yoshino Aoyama for this category.
All right, votes in. All right, best ending sequence.
Ooh, this is a hard one.
Oh wow, they fucking Chainsaw Man. They had like 12 different endings, so that's tough.
Did they choose a specific one out of them?
Yes, it looks like it. Let me see.
That's a little cheating if you say like all of them. They're all great.
Looks like it's the third Chainsaw Man.
Okay, I personally would have chosen the power ending.
I think this is everyone's like favorite song too, so I think that's why it got so popular.
Now, are we talking about animation, or are we talking about music, or are we talking about
ending
the whole
sequence? I think it's the whole shebang.
Well, this sequence is very, very good. It was so good they can only use it once.
I like the fact that they did so many endings, but I kind of wish
some consistency.
Yeah, because like
the opening was consistent. I think
the opening was. I mean, that opening,
that one. Yeah,
that has to be in the running too for best opening sequence.
Oh yeah, this one. I remember this one. It's really
that's right. That's right. God of Makima.
I guess like if you had to choose like one ending to represent the whole anime, this is a really good pick.
It would be this one, yeah, because it had this too. It was like, this is Team 7. You know, this is like the first time we got together, and we're gonna run with this crew for the rest of the season. So it sounds like the way to describe best ending sequence is all together. Mostly, it's the animation and how everything's put together, but how does it fit with the music?
That could have been an opening, actually. I guess.
Yeah.
Spy Family is one very good for ending color. Remember?
Yeah, I remember Oshinoko had that really great, like Aqua being like in front of what is it?
This one like is memeably that level of iconic, just because they always
so dramatic
in with the little flourish.
Yep.
Before it goes to the ending. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the way they ended some episodes when they begin the music, I still remember that.
Oh God, they're gonna end it.
Yeah, that
when train you.
Was it Akane when she pretended to be I for the first time, and then the music started playing when she was like being I, and then Aqua's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And then it cuts to the ending sequence. So I was like, "God damn!" You know what's great about these ending or like any of these sequences that are in the nomination? It's not cuts of the episode.
Well, yeah.
You know, I feel like this we're in 2024 now. Like you gotta spice up your openings and endings because they bring so much tone and completion for an episode.
Yeah, this is beautiful. It's music, just music video level, beautiful.
Oh, absolutely, and the fact that like it just keeps honing it. Yeah, this him sitting down and seeing everything of I behind him.
It really reminds you like what is the most important thing that he is fighting for. This is a really nice sequence.
Color Spy Family. I don't remember how that ending went.
It's yeah.
Oh, that's right. Anya's like doing her little cute dance like in the kitchen. Great song too. Oh, Borf.
Nason.
I'll kill her. She's right there. I could do it. Oh, this is so good.
Oh,
that weird friendship.
Oh yeah, they cook together. It's a nice sequence. Yeah, the no cuts just scrolling through the apartments.
Yeah, it's like a one shot. Yep. Yeah, this is great. I fucking hate how like people are just like, this is from Jujutsu Kaisen. This is what he wanted, Nanami. This is the life he always wanted because everyone's comparing him to Lloyd. He's like, he's just a buffer Lloyd.
Fuck.
This is the life he wanted if he didn't become a Jujutsu sorcerer.
I don't agree with that. I don't think Nanami could ever be a father.
Same, I agree. Ah, yeah, that was a really good one. What else? What else is there? Happiness of the Dead. Oh, Zom 100.
Oh, yeah.
I like the opening better
that because opening was killer.
That new opening they did was fantastic. But this is just like it was just like them running a lot.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly,
it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think that one really
factored up to the others.
What are we missing? Akira from Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, this is the first part. The first part of season 2. Damn, nice song. But nothing compares to that fucking the first opening of that second season.
Yeah, you barely even showed up in this
fucking because Shoko's evil, dude. I'm already sold on that. Man. I'm already sold on that.
Not
She's
the spider
evil.
lilies, please. Please.
Oh, Rico.
I think it's nice. The only problem that I've had with a lot of this season is like the mood dissonance. Like this ending does not represent what actually happened in the season. I know it's supposed to like fill in the blanks of, hey, this is what their normal life is like.
Exactly, before the fated mission that changed everything for them.
Mm-hmm. But I'd like to see characters interact and grow in the show, not in the ending. Jujutsu Kaisen Gege.
Demon Slayer. Yeah, This is nothing.
Yeah, you can.
This is I don't even need to finish watching
You can stop this slideshow right here.
I already know it's a fucking slideshow. I always forget Demon Slayer is a fucking slideshow on those endings. Okay, so, oh man.
Okay, well, I think it's gonna be
so all on the right side.
Yeah, everything on the right side. I think
left side can go away.
That's
tough.
I think
because all three embody the type of show, the type of tone they want you to feel at the end of every episode. Well, except for Chainsaw Man, but
I even like Chainsaw Man. I think there's like a lot of nuance in Chainsaw Man's one, without being super heavy-handed as showing like a bunch of teenagers having fun and making you feel bad even more. Chainsaw Man had like a lot of like hidden messages.
Oh yeah, it was dropping them Easter eggs all over the place.
Yeah, it was a lot of Easter eggs, without being like, hey, Makima's fucking evil and shouldn't be trusted.
Yeah, just straight up. I remember
it like showed her as like an angelic goddess being worshipped, and also the lighting was eerie, so it's like something isn't right.
Yeah, I remember last year, I think almost every ending, we were like having a like long conversation on like Easter eggs and like what does this represent. I know you guys were like super like Makima is like fucking evil. I think it was from this ending you guys saw her with that angelic pose and you guys were just like no way would she act like.
You put that together with the opening with her feeding Denji the brainwashed snail.
Oh yeah, the slug.
And there's just so much. What does it mean without being so
it makes you discuss it. It makes you think about it.
A lot of thought-provoking metaphorical imagery. Yeah, I think my vote would be Chainsaw Man.
I can go with that. I think my order would have been like Chainsaw Man, Oshinoko, and then Spy Family.
Yeah.
In terms of a sequence. But yeah, I could definitely agree on that one. All right, best opening sequence. All right. Well, I mean, Oshinoko opening was fucking one. This song, not only iconic in Japan, but iconic all over the world. Like this thing hit like number 2 or 3, like top 5 around the world. So it has that power.
Yeah, this sequence is awesome. The song is even better.
They use this like dance sequence inside the show as well to do like nice like little references back and forth when Ruby was dancing the same song that her mom danced.
This is my favorite part. Yeah, the lights light up.
The perfect way to showcase idol life.
I love Ai's presence, even though she only shows up in the first episode. That she's always such a strong in everything.
That's how it should be, right? Like she's so iconic that no matter how many twists and turns this show has, you never forget about her. And
I think that
it goes back to those fucking cataract eyes.
Yeah, that cataract eye in that title sequence, not title sequence, the title name.
The title.
Is so well designed. Like that is an art student's dream of like designing a logo for your show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Chainsaw Man's opening though.
Oh boy,
are we talking about a love for your mangaka, for what you're adapting? Yeah. This is it. I mean, like for them to be like, bro, you love American movies,
American 80s movies, man. How much do you love them? Man. How about an entire opening entirely composed of it?
The world was like burning up. How many videos like came out of just like dissecting this opening to compare it?
Dancing.
Oh, the fucking bowling ball cleaning. Oh man,
the power. Oh my god, Denji being walked in the background. This opening, the
slug
is so freaking good. The song is so goddamn good.
Oh, absolutely. This is how you start a series for the next 5-10 years for people to fall in love with.
This is how you gear people up for the show they're about to watch. This is how you lay down the foundations of foreshadowing.
Oh yeah. Where's that stupid little dance that Denji and Power do? Because that was a TikTok goad for like fucking months. The dance, yep. Mm-hmm. There it is. Little weird dance. I explained them all. Yeah. Oh
man.
I feel like that one's so hard to beat.
How can you beat that?
All right. So this is think it's the first opening. The animation is good, but I think with this one, it's the lyrics. I don't know if anyone has ever checked out the lyrics for this fucking song, but when you translate in English, it's literally like a love song from Gojo to Geto. Like, I wish we could have stayed friends. I wish none of this would have changed. I wish we could have stayed together forever.
And that's cool and all. I think
this speaks for the first section of Jujutsu Kaisen, at least. I think cohesively as story wise, the first half of Jujutsu Kaisen was fantastic. I like the Rico storyline. I like how we get to know how Geto pretty much gave up on humanity, and stuff like that. And then after that, it's fucking just all over the place.
My problem again with this flashback is that the timing is just so not enough to carry the gravity of like the narrative they're trying to pull off here. I mean, this is like the Naruto and Sasuke story of two heroes, one goes bad, and then the other one is left to pick up the pieces. But they had to establish that in what, like six
episodes. It was so quick.
Episodes. What Naruto took like 50, 60 episodes to pull off. An entire, like, multiple arcs of history behind these characters. They had to cram it into this opening to make you feel that there's going to be a loss when one of them goes evil.
And it wasn't even like an arc. It was like between arcs, and that's the crazy part to me.
Then, now we're back to the main story. In case you were wondering why anything is happening in the main story.
At that point, you might as well just made it into a goddamn fucking another movie.
The only thing that I really liked about Heavenly Delusion is the
opening.
The song is great. I think the animation is fantastic. The imagery is great.
And you can never like go wrong with post-apocalyptic world, you know, like this, like
just
there's something so desolate and
of a setting
that gets you hyped. Oh, but this,
the running sequence, the signs form the logo of the show.
Just the chaos that they're like going all over the place. It really felt like I was hoping this show would have been fast paced, but we like hit snags every way, and it just slowed us down so much that it killed me.
And
that was really confusing at the end.
A romance that just wants to work so bad and will never work.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know how you would write it. But it's the gender like dissociation, like not knowing like who you are and stuff like that. I feel like it's very like you're tiptoeing a lot of lines, right? Trying to make that like correctly written as a story, but then also correctly written as like for that person's character.
Yeah, and I respect the what's the right word? The ambition to try to write a romance where the main focal point is one character has an identity crisis of what gender they perceive themselves as. I don't know if this is the right way to do it.
But it killed the story.
Yeah, it totally distracted from the narrative story because it had nothing to do with the narrative. At least in this season. Who knows? Maybe next season when it comes back.
Maybe. I know this show's coming back. Hell's Paradise. I feel like this show got swallowed up by like so many bigger shows. Like this is supposed to be like, this is like Mappa's like big thing, right? And then all of a sudden, fucking Free Ren and
a decent amount
all
of
the
Jujutsu
Kaisen came out.
In the end, I thought it would be completely gone.
Yeah, it's and you know it got the season 2. It deserves it. It's interesting enough. But yeah, it just man, nothing compares to the fall season or anything like after like the early parts of the year. These shows get fucking swallowed up by all the better shows at the back half of the year.
This song slaps.
The songs that slap. Look at all these cool samurai guys.
They totally just show that guy dies.
Yeah, I do remember you guys like after watching the opening a couple of times, you're like, it spoils everything.
Yeah, if you just pay attention for a little bit,
it spoils the whole season.
It straight up is showing things that are going to happen in the next episode.
But yeah, good song.
It's like the reverse effect of like a bad ending that's just showed what happened in the episode. This opening is showing what's going to happen in the episode.
Yeah.
Okay. The only one that I think
one though
could rival Oshinoko. We talk about evolving credits.
I love those.
A credit that didn't get finished until they were. Oh my goodness, that mask.
The dance that they had, everyone had this dance.
The seduction dance from Yakuza.
Yeah. But oh man, just this opening alone, it's just so fun, and so it just reminds you.
Energy.
It's a zombie apocalypse, yes, but it's about like the bucket list and having fun and being silly, and I just fucking love this whole sequence right here of them, all these zombies dancing in the background. Like, yeah, it could be like a little serious, but overall, we're just having fun. Oh man. And this song fucking slaps.
If only the production didn't have so much issues, this would be the dance everybody and their mom would be doing.
Yeah, this one, like, it got picked up a little bit of steam from what I've noticed, but it didn't hit like I wanted it to. And this whole season didn't hit. I was like, this could have been a candidate for anime of the year, but because of how late the production issues were, it killed them. And if they get nominated next year because they finished up the last 3 episodes at Christmas time, then it's a wasted slot, to be honest, because no one's gonna
it'll never have the full impact that it should have had.
That's the tough part when you have those big gaps. That's why like everyone votes Attack on Titan and stuff like that, because it's like they remember the good times. They remember when it was coming out on a consistent schedule, but they don't. But we're talking about like of this year, like it's almost like forgettable in that kind of aspect. But all right, opening. It's down to 3 for me. It's Idol, Kickback, and Song of the Dead.
Yeah, actually, Idol or Kickback. One has a song that everybody is singing at karaoke, and the other one has
the sequence,
has the sequence that everyone has dissected up and down and split the DNA just to figure out all the nuances in that sequence.
That's fucking tough. That is tough.
That is really hard.
That is literally splitting what this category is about. Because it's not just the music, but it is the opening animation sequence as well. That's why, if you ever check out our one-time award show, that's why we split it, because it's hard to.
It's too hard
to make that all together. But I think overall, I want to give it a kickback for Chainsaw Man, because I think
so too. It's like as far as like a 1% difference between the two.
Yeah, it's absolutely like, I feel like it's mostly just like my feelings. I like trying to think of this like as unbiased as possible, but I just think the love letter to like Chainsaw Man's mangaka, it's just like, I think that sells it for me, because that shows me that there's more passion in that opening. Not saying that Idol didn't have passion, because goddamn, were they able to tie in that opening to certain parts of the show, but there's just something about that whole Chainsaw Man sequence that just absolutely sells it. So you going Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, I think Chainsaw Man.
All right, best score, man. I'm gonna have to definitely cut out some sections of this fucking podcast. We're like going super deep into this one. All right, best score. So I think this covers the entire soundtrack of the show. So you got Oshinoko, Bocchi the Rock, Demon Slayer. I'm going to throw that out there. That's not going to win.
You can throw Attack on Titan out. They just recycled first season's entire soundtrack, but
throw that one out.
Yep. Suzume,
that's tough. That's tough, because Makoto Shinkai movies, their music choice is fucking fantastic, but I don't think anything tops Your Name in terms of their soundtrack. So everything after that has been kind of lackluster. So I feel like we can eliminate that. So between Oshinoko, Bocchi the Rock, and Chainsaw Man, I think this is like during episodes, right? We're not talking about like openings and endings. If we're talking about purely within the episode, it's got to be Bocchi the Rock. I mean, all those insert songs that they had, and all the like sequences of like Bocchi doing her solo, or them like having the new song at the very end. I think that's a pretty easy one. Best anime song. Oh, okay. So they do have it separated.
Oh, okay. Well, that might change my votes a little. Well, not a whole lot, actually.
Well, this one wasn't their opening, though, was it? Oh, no, it was their opening.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which is pretty great, too.
I'm surprised this didn't fucking somehow get nominated for best opening sequence.
The sequence is pretty great.
It just feels like I'm watching like a 2000s like very old movie, you know, just like the live action in the back like that.
This brought me back to like the K-On! Levels of like just a really great opening. That said, is this going to beat Kickback? No,
that's true.
But it is true. Fantastic.
But it does hit the genre that it's meant to. But Kickback is like iconic across the whole board. I'm so happy that Bocchi the Rock is getting the love that it deserves, though. Like the sheer fact that anime has been growing around the world, this kind of show, like, it makes me happy that like the new audience like can fall in love with this kind of show too, because this isn't like your like casual first show that you watch like when you first get into anime, you know. It's like a Naruto or like a My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer. You kind of have to like get yourself in the gulag a little bit for this show, and I'm glad that it's getting the love that it deserves. But between Idol and Kickback for best song
again. Well, in that case, I think I gotta give it to Idol for this one.
I think so too. We're talking about just completely just the song itself.
Yeah,
that song's super iconic. Must protect at all costs character.
Oh, this is an interesting category.
Yeah, it's almost similar to best keep your door lock category that we have for ours.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, here's the issue with this category. I think the wording is a little bit misleading here, because I know. Yeah. Okay. There. What they're trying to portray is these are the characters that make the world feel like a kinder, more special place. Whether they're an earnest protagonist who always gets backup, or a pure-hearted cinnamon roll who holds a group together. These characters remind us that there are some things in life worth protecting. Okay, yeah, that's more of the what I'm trying to get from this category.
If that's the case, then Suletta definitely fucking throw that one out in the trash, because
yeah,
I mean, I don't feel any way. She killed people, so
right.
Protected me from her, so I feel like that would be more the case. We only watched one episode of Buddy Daddies, so that didn't really get far. But this is a lot of people's favorite show, because of just, you know, two dads, one little girl to take care of. So, but unfortunately, we didn't really watch that. So I guess it's between these four here. Bocchi, Anya.
The thing about Bocchi is, I love Bocchi the Rock, but you know, Bocchi kind of deserves it a lot of the time. So I can't. In fact, I'm actually hesitant to protect her from anything, because it's just way too funny when you don't protect her.
Yeah, you're right. So, and I feel like Pochita didn't. I mean, there's not enough screen time. Like,
that first episode was great, but
he's just cute.
Enough of it.
Yeah, I feel like that's why he gets in this category. It's just because he was like a cute little chainsaw dog, and I get that. But,
and he is kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Denji has like a Pochita heart, and that's just kind of gross.
Just who he became. So just Anya and Boji from Osama ranking. But I feel like Anya kind of fits what you were talking about with from Bocchi the Rock.
Yeah, is that she kind of just deserves some things.
Yeah, but she does have moments where she's absolutely like
precious. She's
that great character where it's just like she can be the complete shithead, but also like the most precious thing in the entire show at the same time. But I gotta give it to Boji.
I think I gotta give it to Boji too, because there's something. As much as like everyone else has their struggles on this list, and you know, things worth protecting that they represent, I think Boji like just embodies everything good in that show.
Yep.
And he's also like undeniably has had like one of the worst goings at it.
Yeah.
I don't know who could possibly beat him in that show with so much miserable characters, but he definitely is like at the top of the
so much
list.
adversity that he had to come over, and like we don't even need to feel like we need to protect him. The characters in the show do that already.
Yeah, already prove everyone is willing to throw themselves in
the
Boji's
loyalty,
way. And it's not unearned either. Like they protect him from a place where it makes absolute sense, where he has earned their loyalty.
Oh man, every time, like those 4 generals that he had, like every time he was able to win them over.
He won over the guy who was assigned to kill him.
Yeah. He cut off his own hand in reparations for like what he did, and he became extremely loyal at the end of it. Like it's just everything about what he's done. I mean, like
changed every single character he's come across in a positive way.
And it just speaks for the show, right? Because that's what it's supposed to be. He's supposed to be the king at the end of it, and this is like his journey to convince everyone that he deserves it. And he embodies this category very easily. Best supporting character: Reagan from Mob Psycho 100, Kana from Ochi no Ko, Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is bullshit.
That's bullshit. He was the main character. Don't even try to act like he wasn't.
Hanji from Attack on Titan, which I think that makes sense, right? Because that first movie, she died. She sacrificed herself in that one. That's why she gets this one in. Power from Chainsaw Man, which is interesting.
Interesting.
Geto, double Jujutsu Kaisen. Geto also gets best supporting character.
Yeah.
But this is the arc where the both of them were front and center for their whole backstory. So how do you call that supporting characters?
Yeah. And are you talking about Brain Kun? Because Brain Kun is not a Geto. Let's be real here. Like Geto's gone, man.
Yeah. So I don't like those two one bit. I don't think they fit.
I do not agree with either of those, really. If I had to choose a supporting character that makes it in, it'd probably be like someone like Nobara, which, this was not her season.
No, yeah, but in recent memory, yeah, I do agree. Like, I mean, fuck, it wasn't really, but yeah, compared to everyone else.
So when
Power is interesting.
Power is definitely interesting.
She does. I mean, she is kind of in and out for the most part. Very, other than her episode, it was very Denji and Aki heavy.
Yeah,
especially towards the end.
She doesn't really contribute a whole lot. As funny as she is with like the one-liners, I'm pretty sure, like, for example, when right after she joins, they entered the stuck in a hotel encounter.
Oh yeah,
and I'm pretty sure she just slept the whole encounter.
Oh yeah, she didn't give a shit. Yeah,
she did not give a shit. Which
her and Denji
funny.
were just like, it's like, why waste our energy? Yeah, they were just sleeping and eating the entire time.
I need my energy because I'm gonna be what's it called, the Prime Minister of Japan, and I will increase the tax 100%, and the people will love me for it. So yeah, that was great, but I don't know about the best supporting character.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's other characters in Chainsaw Man that I feel like was really like more impactful, like Himeno.
Himeno, yeah.
Himeno was great. Fucking Kobini, she stole so many scenes, or how fucking paranoid she can be.
I don't know if I could qualify her quite as supporting character. She was like what's lower than a supporting character? The
background character.
I named the background character. That is funny.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I just that one scene where she like fucking attacked the grandma. And she like fucking actually like looked cool for a second. I felt like that was just like, she can move out of that spotlight. She can finally be with the rest of the supporting cast. But yeah, Kana though from Ochi no Ko
is pretty great. She's also a waifu, which I think is something that no one else on the list has except for maybe Geto.
Yeah, she carries a lot of weight too. But
yeah,
I don't know this. Yeah.
For me, the only one that really stands out, Hanji, I think she's had better seasons.
But this is the time she sacrificed herself. She died for the cause.
Yeah, but that was like one like 1 5-minute sequence.
That's true. Which was an amazing 5-minute sequence.
Which was an amazing 5 minutes. Like some of my favorite 5 minutes of like the whole series. But let's talk about Reagan and how he is the number one waifu according to Anime Corner, I believe. Was that Anime Corner that had like the top 10 waifus and Reagan won?
Something like that, yeah.
Somebody did that. Maybe it was just a Reddit. I can't remember.
Yeah, because like Mob Psycho apps
did both though for him.
Oh yeah, it must have been like r/anime or something like that. Fucking Reddit, the subreddit fucking blows, like crazy memes out there. But yeah, Reagan. Because Mob is like best boy, like no matter what. He's just like the guy that you care about the most. But Reagan, there's just something about him that's just so awesome and so silly. But he takes care of Mob, which is the best boy, which like in turn raises his stock as a character. And yeah, I think if we're talking about supporting characters, because you gotta remember, supporting cast has to be the one that supports the main protagonist and the show itself.
Oh, I think it was the Mob Psycho 100 Reddit or somebody from Reddit like made like the top 100 waifus of like fictional characters, and Reagan got second place. 1. He lost by like 1% to Sans from Undertale.
What the fuck? That's not the anime.
Anyways, he was on a lot of people's minds. Just to take into account like the sheer variety of characters that must have been on this list, and he somehow came out on top near the top.
That's fucking funny as shit. But yeah, I think between Reagan and Kana, I feel like Reagan, in my thought process, I think he supports everything about the show and Mob, and carries it a lot more than Kana does. Because Kana, like here and there, will have those moments, but I don't know. Aqua kind of carries that show like really heavily, especially that first season. Like it's almost all about him for the most part, because it's the beginning of his revenge story and stuff like that. So we only gotten like glimpses of Kana and Akane and Ruby, and I feel like maybe later seasons, if they get back into this category, I feel like they would win it better because they'll be more impactful. But Reagan, it's a cool dude. He throws salt in people's eyes and that's how he attacks people. That's can't get better than that.
You really can't.
All right, best main character.
Oh my God, we're only like a quarter of the way there. What the fuck?
I know this might be like a special like 0.5 episode now. Denji, Bochi, Mob, Eren Yeager, Luffy, Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. First time Vinland Saga.
Eren Yeager again. Where has he been?
But just slide that out.
Tell me how Eren Yeager was the protagonist of that final season.
Yeah, just slide that one out.
Were we looking through his point of view? Was he the one pushing? Because
he was the monster.
He was the villain, dude.
He's well, main character. It doesn't matter if you're a villain or not, right? Yeah, whether hero, anti-hero, or villain, a main character is the face of the series. But it's not just their personalities or characteristics that make them beloved. It's their well-developed stories and the journeys that take us on that make them worthy. Technically, he does fit in this category.
He was the main character of, I guess 3/4 of the anime then.
Yeah, but these final two movies just kind of slide that out.
I actually feel like this final season hurt my liking of Eren Yeager significantly.
Yeah, because you're reading it's just like this is a nice constant barrage, and you're just kind of like caught up in the moment and stuff like that. But everything's slowed down in the anime production side. You kind of like realize like, yeah, you know what? Why isn't Armin like getting anything? Because he did so much for those final two parts, the way he took leadership role.
Okay, if Aaron's the main character, Armin should have been in the supporting character. Like what?
Yeah, or I mean, Levi had some amazing moments too, and I feel like he got shafted on that one as well.
I think Levi got a little shafted, yeah.
I mean, he lost literally all his limbs to give lollipops that Levi should in the slums.
And he probably would have had a better ending then.
Oh, he would have been so happy because he would have been with everyone else that he lost in his life.
Just kind of fit the theming. Okay, well, we could just critique it. This could be the critique the final season. That's not here nor there.
That's a different problem. Yeah. We didn't watch Vinland Saga, so we can't really talk on that. I know Vinland Saga is like potential for anime of the year. That second season was amazing, one of the higher rated shows this season. But Unfortunately, we didn't watch Vinland Saga. Luffy, though, that's very interesting because this was the year that he went into Gear 4 and everyone like lost their shit.
Yeah.
I'm not fully caught up on One Piece, but I know like everyone was waiting for this moment. So like, you know, One Piece takes a long time to get through any arc, right? Like years and years. But this is the year that Luffy was probably like at his peak, in terms of a character, in terms of his strength, his story and everything, and all his pirate friends, and how many arcs that he concluded, because they finished an arc that like spanned like 4 or 5 years or something like that, I believe. So it was a good year to be a One Piece fan on top of the live action series last year.
Imagine living this long to actually see that arc completed. Wow.
Yeah, now just jump into another big arc. So
imagine the poor souls that did not survive this long. Let's pour one out for them. They didn't get to see Gear 5.
Yep. Oh man, I feel like, what if that one kid that was like dying of cancer asked,
I just want to know, is there Gear 5? And
is the
didn't
ending?
Get the answer.
Yeah. Or he lied to him. Oda just lied to him. He's like, nah, he says that he doesn't get there. Then he gets there after he dies.
Evil.
Other than that, Denji, Bocchi, Mob. I like Mob, but I don't think he had the same impact that year as everyone else did. That season wasn't as good as the other seasons, I think. So Mob wasn't as strong of a character. But Denji and Bocchi, I mean, two drastically different genres, but goddamn, dude, did they carry their shows so much? Like, it's hard to imagine. You know, like some shows is like, if you take away the main character for like a couple episodes, you can still have a good season. You know, like Attack on Titan, right? Like, they took out Eren Yeager, still had a great moments.
Still, carry an interesting narrative.
But Denji from Chainsaw Man and Bocchi from Bocchi the Rock, you take those two cogs out, I don't know the rest of the cast can carry as well. Maybe Chainsaw Man will be an easier transition because
that's also the fault of their genres. Bocchi the Rock's entire punchline is based around Bocchi, so of course they can't operate without her. I know there's a lot of critiques of Denji in that Denji's simple. He's too simple. His motivations are too easy, not complex.
Just purely instinctual. But
this show isn't about complexity per se. It's more like, it has like a more primal sort of
no, absolutely,
in the story, in that people just want to be happy. And what does it take for them? Yeah, what kind of person who doesn't know what happiness is and just really wishes for happiness, how do they turn out? And there are a lot of simple characters like Denji, but I think Denji's done the best we've seen from like, what's it called, Buchigiri, of like, dude, I just want to get laid.
Yeah.
The way that dude says, I just want to get laid, doesn't hold a candle to how Denji says, I need to get
absolutely. There's like a certain like nuance and tone that he does, but then like I it's so stupid because everyone forgets that Denji has like these moments. There was that time when Aki was like hospitalized, and they were talking about like happiness and stuff like that, and he kind of like looked inside himself and realized, and like trying to like think, like, am I doing what is best for me and stuff like that. And just to grow from Denji, if we ever forget that Denji started out as a fucking trash can homeless dude that like lived on bread and nothing else. He sold like half of his organs to pay off a debt that his father incurred. So like the growth from where he is back then to now was drastic. And people were just like, oh, he's such a simple character at the end of it. It's like, when you started from like below the Earth's core and then you get to the start line, then of course
Denji
you only look at the start line.
Because he appreciates the simple things. And I feel like that's something a lot of us could learn to do.
Yeah. I think Denji deserves it.
Kind of crazy to think about Denji beating Eren fucking Yeager, but here we are.
If it was a different year, if Chainsaw Man was coming out like season 3 of Attack on Titan, then there's no way. Mm-hmm. This is no way. But yeah. Okay, best slice of life. Jesus Christ, there's so many categories. Boji the Rock, Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, My Love Story, Yamada-kun at level 999, Skip and Loafer,
All right,
Summer
let's
Nights
not
After
even fuck
School,
around here.
Do
It's
It
Boji the
Yourself.
Rock,
It's
okay?
Boji the Rock. Yeah, I mean, like, that's just too
Please.
easy.
All the rest, they're great. Let's be serious.
Some of them are
though.
different, though. Yeah, I feel like Skip and Loafer, like, that's...
Horimiya season 1 maybe would have stood a chance.
Yeah.
Not Missing Pieces, though. The afterthought season.
Yeah. Best drama. Oshinoko, Heavenly Delusion. To Your Eternity season 2.
Marriage.
Fuck my
Who
life.
the fuck put To Your Eternity season 2?
Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga season 2 to round it out.
My Happy Marriage. Well, I mean, I gotta give it My Happy Marriage because that one objectively had the protagonist with the worst life.
There was drama. It was a good drama, but there was drama.
Definitely some mellow in front of that drama, though. Ooh, I think
it's Oshinoko.
You might think it's the one where a bunch of people are slaughtered in front of our very eyes, but it's actually Oshinoko.
It's gotta be Oshinoko. I mean, like, the only other one that maybe we can't count Vinland Saga again because we never watched it, but like maybe Heavy Delusion because it did have some like moments that are just like very like, you know, you're at the edge of your seat trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. That fucking going back and forth between the kids and like our team. Yeah, it didn't amount to much. So yeah, Oshinoko.
Also, I gotta like give it to them for the social media.
The impact that it had on
that episode,
the reality show.
Oh dang! I keep calling her Kana
because it mirrored it to that show that you and Matt watched, right?
Yeah, Terrace House. Yeah, I gotta give them props for that.
That was a very touchy subject that they
very
had to cross that line, but it made sense. They weren't making fun of it. They weren't using it for like clicks or anything like that. They were trying to showcase like
really want to tell a very true and honest story of what happens.
And the truth hurts, and it's hard to look at it, but we all have to look at it because that's the reality that some of these people have to go through in show business. So, okay, best fantasy. Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Mass Shell, Mushoku Tensei Season 2, Ancient Magus Bride Season 2, Ranking of Kings. Church Chest of Courage.
Yikes. I don't think I like any of these.
I would go with Hell's Paradise because I think the monsters on that island, because to me fantasy is always about like how crazy designs the world entails.
The world itself.
And I don't know, seeing samurais fight like this weird like Chinese mythological like god beings is kind of creepy. Some of those fights were just like the way those gods were just like pouring out like plant monster body parts coming out of their midsections and stuff like that. That was very
If only
disgusting.
They could remove the season 2/3 from some of these titles, I think we could have had a very competitive list.
Yeah, Mushoku Tensei probably has the most concrete
fleshed out
world we have.
Consumable world.
But that's season 2 though.
Ooh, there was not a whole lot of fantasy or high fantasy
we were kind of stuck in a lot of parts, which is kind of sad. I feel like that's the beauty of fantasy, right? Is that like you got to continuously move. You got to continuously be in different places, like
discover new things. Yeah,
like Freerun will cover this one so easily because of the different aspects of the world and the people that they meet along the way.
Next year.
Oh man, this is gonna be ridiculous. But Demon Slayer has been the same every year, so it's not like I think he's always in best fantasy just because it's demons in it.
That is a genre.
Yeah, I feel like Hell's Paradise is the only one that really fits anything of this category.
There were some high points of Ranking of Kings, just like the
that is
fantasy
true
aspect, because the new things we learned about the world was nice. They were unnecessary for the main story, but I did like
until the very end. Yeah, when the brothers and stuff like that, they actually like revived the brother and stuff like that. That mattered. That was canon for.
That was great.
Took forever, but so I guess between those two, Hell's Paradise, Osama Rankin. What are you thinking?
I would choose Ranking of Kings because I just think that they present the world in a smoother
More
fashion
fun.
than Hell. Yeah, in a more fun and more smoother fashion than Hell's Paradise does, which is Hell's Paradise is very like running into it head first at 60 miles per hour and then trying your best to look around to appreciate it as they go.
That's true. All right, I can agree with that. All right, best action: Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, One Piece, Demon Slayer, or Bleach: The 1,000-Year Blood War. Well, I guess we can get rid of Bleach because you don't watch that one. Get rid of One Piece because I'll wait until the remake for One Piece. So to get to this exact point,
the Village arc had some of the worst fights so far.
I mean, it's like the two Hashras that no one cares about.
Yeah,
like
with like the most uninteresting fighting styles.
Yeah, and even like when they all got first introduced, no one was just like, except for like the pink haired girl, because it's like obviously her tits are out and she's pink haired.
So she automatically gets points.
Yeah, but everyone was caring about the Win Hashira because he's all cut up, and his brother is the other guy. I forget his name. The gun demon dude.
Buckshot, bro.
Yeah, and the snake guy, everyone like was very interested in. You know, Rengoku was fucking carrying the load for those Hashiras, and then you got the stone Hashira. So like, there's too many other Hashiras that are way cooler and way more interesting design wise than those two.
This was the
doorway arc. It's just a fit in to kill time until you figure it out.
That you want to eat, but
yeah,
it was put them together.
But Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. See, this is weird though, because this should only include the first half of the season. The whole Shibuya arc doesn't really count because it covers it, but I guess they're counting it, even though it was technically in the fall season.
You know who else is the honorable one? Imaginary color.
Purple. Fucking Matt was practicing that in his room for like weeks when he saw that meme, because he
an honorable
because he wanted to say it when we went over to Plinchy's place for Christmas.
Oh my god.
He wanted to say it in front of Avery.
That would kill me on the spot.
But best action, I mean, it's Chainsaw Man. I know everyone fucking shits on the CGI on Chainsaw Man and stuff like that. I don't agree with it whatsoever. There's way worse CGI out there for my money, and the impact those battles had, the wide scaled impact. Mappa, man, fucking they'll kill any of their animators to make their battle actions.
Half of this list is Mappa. Yeah, they will sacrifice. They will sacrifice all the blood to the blood god if it means that they'll get a fight sequence that just blows your goddamn mind.
Yeah, and do we hate them for that? So.
God, we gotta reward them for their behavior. God,
we gotta. God, we're fucking shitters. All right, best comedy. Bochi the Rock, Masho, Urusei Yatsura, which is all together, one word, all capitalized like that for some reason. Buddy Daddy, Spy Family, Season 1.
Damn, Spy Daddy's really that funny. We gotta watch 100.
What?
Is Buddy Daddy's actually that funny?
Oh, Buddy Daddy's is like an 8 on my anime list.
Watch that.
We just didn't like it because I think like the kid was like really annoying at the beginning at that first episode, and we're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, just thinking
we're
out.
Yeah. My best comedy. I mean, it's pretty easy.
It's pretty funny. It's not like, I don't think it compares to.
No, I don't. I think the comedy is more just like, it's just a fun.
Yeah, it's more
thing
fun
to think about. Yeah, but joke wise, it's Bochi. Like, just all the slapstick comedy, all the weird drawings of Bochi throughout the whole season. I mean, those are just like, the way I could think of it is like, if you have so many memes, you have so many gifs of your characters from that show circulating around your Discord or your Reddit or social media. Right. Then you got the whole audience pretty easily.
I think it's interesting that they specify Spy Family Season 1 Core 2, because I thought Core 2 was the weaker of them, unless Core 1 doesn't count for this list.
Core 1 was the year before. Okay. That's why. Core 2 was, because it was at the beginning of the year for Core 2. And then we got the other part like later. But best romance. God, romance this year was...
It was a hard time, baby.
Oh man, it was pulling teeth. Horimiya, Missing Pieces, My Happy Marriage, Skip and Loafer, A Summer Nights After School, My Love Story, Yamada-kun at level 999. Tomo-chan is a girl. Wait a minute. Where's Dangers in My Heart? Was that not fucking... Was that like the previous year? 2023, April 2nd and June 18th. Oh, well, they messed up on that one. Skip and Loafer is the obvious choice out of this 6, but how do you not have Dangers in Your Heart season 1? That is criminal, because season 2 is the highest rated show for this winter season currently. That is disgusting, to say the least. But yeah, I guess Skip and Loafer.
If I had to choose from this list, God, I don't think I would choose any of these. The only romance from last year that actually stood out.
Do we really have one?
Fuck, it wasn't even last year. It was 2022. I was thinking Romantic Killer was the last time I watched a romance and had fun.
Oh God, no, yeah, that was 2022.
Holy crap!
I think that one had some nominees last year, but it didn't win anything. So, but yeah, in terms of romance feels like it's dying.
I really haven't had a lot of fun with romance in a while.
That's what I'm saying. Dangers in My Heart.
It was Dangers in My Heart. Actually, was like
Dangers in My Heart. 2023.
This is really good.
Yeah, season 2's been fantastic up to this point as well. So like, how do we not? This is the highest rated romance show. It's probably other than Horimiya, and I think this one got eclipsed because Skip and Loafer. Everyone was just like, she's smart but kind of stupid, and we love that.
Yeah,
and I mean, I love Mitsumi as a character. But there's like almost zero romance in that one because she's still trying to figure out how to assimilate herself into this group. So. Slice of Life, it fits better, but yeah, I mean, like, Dangers in My Heart. How did that not be a nominee? Are you kidding me? Over fucking, I know for damn sure people are going to vote My Happy Marriage for it.
It's the only one that I think
it's the only one that fits the category.
Yeah. Tomo-chan is a girl. I do know that one actually did become a romance in the end after a lot of.
Yeah, but not this first season. You know what I mean? Because there's always those type of shows where it's just like it's the constant chase. Like, they're going to get together at the end.
I thought they actually completed the romance in this first season.
Oh, did they? Oh,
I believe so. I believe the final episode they actually get together. Sorry, spoilers.
No season 2 for them, I guess. Because Tomo-chan's been going on for like 400 chapters now. So, like, I just assumed they were already in it for the long haul for at least 2 seasons, maybe 3. So it's kind of like teasing Takagi-san, you know? Like, the romance is there, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not prevalent because it's like, it's a long story. You don't worry about it. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, Horimiya kind of has it, but it was like not for Hori and Miyamura, it's for literally like all the other characters that
like
barely got together at the end anyway. So
Horimiya was more comedy than romance. Is like a
slice of life,
super secondary.
But I want to vote My Happy Marriage just because it's the only one that fits the category. Because I will stand on that fucking hill. I hate it.
I would choose My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 99, and for no other reason than the voice acting was good.
Yeah, and it kind of looked pretty. It was Madhouse. Madhouse does amazing stuff. So, all right. So as long as I can piss off My Happy Marriage people, that's all I care.
Anything to spite them. That's right, people. You heard it here.
Fucking hate you. Oshinoko, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Zom 100 for best
with your
art
spite,
direction.
not with your heart.
I'll do it with my words. In terms of best looking one, I mean, Oshinoko has like such a distinct look. That's really nice.
Demon Slayer did turn goldfish poop into a block of gold, which I think is very impressive.
I do have to give it for that arc at least. I still like the demons, like the upper 6 demons. I love how weird they are. The pot guy, even though he was like, he sucked. And his battle sucked. I do wish they utilized his powers a little bit cooler, because I think his battle sequence could have been a lot better than what was given. Like Ufotable did as much as they could, but at least you can always say
Hashira, and that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, you can always say at least with Ufotable, god damn, does that shit look pretty. So
god damn.
But this is art direction, right? So it's other than just looking good, it's about how you present it. And Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 is considered this year even though it, didn't finish until the end of the year. I want to give it to them because like they did so much extra on top of what was given to them, right? Like if you read the manga compared to what it is in the anime, they've added so much stuff in between. All those extra Toto scenes for the idol was added.
That's true.
Some of the fight scenes was extra too. Some of the little stuff that they did, will go unnoticed because not many people read the manga and watch the anime, but they did a lot more than what was given to them. And
the manga readers will swear to God that everyone has already reached the manga, so everyone already knows what's going to happen, right?
That is true. So that means they deserve it even more because you should appreciate the hard work in the animators of Mappa because they literally kill themselves for literally 5 seconds of extra attention. So I don't know. It's definitely from the left side.
Yeah.
Man, Mappa is like fucking half of this group again. Mappa's all over the place.
I think it's
too much last year.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right, best cinematography. Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer.
An interesting one because this is a category that I swear to God only me and you actually think about. So how do they expect anyone to vote on this?
Well, there is like an official panel of judges. I think they have a sway in the votes as well. So it's like a collection of like 20 of like people. Yeah, people like in the industry, editors or YouTube content creators and stuff like that, and people who talk about anime for a living. Could be us one day, maybe, if we ever stop talking shit about Crunchyroll, but probably will never happen. So we're never going to be judged.
Give that up. It's my favorite thing to do.
I love it. But best cinematography, I mean, it's Chainsaw Man. I mean, this is too easy. Maybe heavily Delusion, because there are moments that I felt like I was watching a movie. Like that fight scene they had in the beginning of the season where they fought the monster at the very beginning after they that lady was it looked like she was going to sacrifice them and stuff like that. That was like
a pretty good first episode. And the rest of the season confused me too much to appreciate what they were doing.
Yeah, like I couldn't focus on the angles or like how they were lighting some characters in certain situations because I was like trying to think like I don't get it. What are these kids doing? What do these kids matter? I don't understand. But I do remember there were some good moments in Heavy Delusion. But Chainsaw Man, I mean, some of the fight scenes, some of the way you swing the camera around to follow Denji because he's like flying all over the place. That first like big battle they had in the city was really nice with the bat. I think it was a bat, the man bat.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
So
yeah, it's gotta go Chainsaw Man.
Best director. Oh God.
Well, are we just basing on how much we like this anime? Then in a way, best director is kind of like best anime already.
Basically, because he's the one that did all the choices. So, I mean, out of these ones,
I think this goes more than how the finished product is. I think this is a lot about looking at the source material and turning that into an anime. And I think that would go to, gosh, is it Jujutsu Kaisen?
Or Bocchi the Rock. You got to remember, that was a 4-coma. And they made that like way better. Like it didn't feel like a 4-coma with Bocchi the Rock. And that's saying something because there's so many animes out there that are like, you can definitely tell where they end the cut of the panel. Like it's like, oh, this is panel 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th one. That's the punchline. All right, moving on to the next one. But Bocchi the Rock, it felt like it was an actual story. It was actually telling something, and yeah, that's a lot of extra work.
Okay, I can get behind Bocchi the Rock.
Jujutsu Kaisen, I felt like, yeah, it was mostly like action sequences that I felt like was the extra part. But in terms of like refixing the story to make it work as an anime, I don't think it did that much in terms of that. So watch all our choices don't win.
Yeah, I know. I know. Just
this whole exercise would be useless.
Sleep. I know. Well,
yeah. Best character design: Oshinoko,
romance sweep. Yeah.
Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Trigun, Stampede. So yeah. So best character designs.
Best character designs. Ooh.
Chainsaw Man has some pretty good ones.
I don't think
Power.
it's Oshinoko.
No, I don't think so either. Because they're just high school characters.
I gotta say, I didn't watch Trigun, but I really like all the redesigns. They're very modern.
Oh no, they look so modern. Oh, they look great.
Such a great modern take on, character. Of course, you have the classical, and the people will always debate. You can't beat the classics, but this was a great reimagining of their designs, and I always like to see that.
Oh no, yeah, it reminds me like just a game I played recently, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh yeah,
like all those redesigns, like just like, oh man, it looks so great, and they still tell the character the same way it would in the original design. So
yeah, they still evoke like the same feelings of this character, but in like a modern context.
Yeah, I'm okay with playing Trigun. I think it deserves on that alone, because most of the other ones, I mean, everyone Jujutsu Kaisen looks almost the exact same with the school uniforms, other than the villains, and I'm not too hot on the villain designs.
The villain designs are, God, Volcano Head. It's that
just
cool?
Sukuna.
Is that innovative? I don't know. He just looked like a dork.
Maharaga.
Maharaga? What even was that? It was just a pirate's wheel strapped to some dude's head.
It just looked like the other villain Hanami, but like on steroids.
Yeah,
that's all it reminded me of. So I was like, if all curses look like this, then
the only character design I think was worth the damn was Sukuna, and he showed up for like a whole
like 3
episodes, which maybe that's enough for some people.
Yeah, other than that, I feel like everyone else, Demon Slayer is like everyone's wearing the same, outfits and stuff like that. I don't think anybody's designs other than the pink haired girl was really stand out. Hell's Paradise the same way. Chainsaw Man, I mean, Denji and Power and Aki and Makima, they're all very distinctively different colors.
Yeah, you can definitely tell all the characters very differently from each other, but
I don't like their outfits as much as I would be for Trigun.
Yeah, they do have like, I don't know, I do like a lot of things that Chainsaw Man does.
That is true.
I like Power's eyes, her horns.
Yeah,
I like
Aki's stupid
ponytail that stands up.
Oh yeah, right. the little bloop. Yeah,
yeah. For the boring, I'm the foil to the main character person. It was very distinctive. He did, and you tell a lot about the characters based off their design. So I do think Chainsaw Man did really well, but I still think I would choose Trigun.
Yeah, I can get behind Trigun. Right? Yeah, best animation. Yep. Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Mob Psycho, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Wait a minute, is this just the same fucking list we just looked at for the other one?
What was the other one? Best art direction. So this is just like how they set up everything. But in terms of like pure looks, what was the prettiest show?
The animation versus the art direction. That is another very like fine line. Yeah. So here's how they look, and then here's how they look when they move, right?
Basically. Like how's the setup of all the pretty stuff work compared to if you're just looking at the standalone frames? What is the prettiest looking ones? That's what it says to me, I guess.
Well, here comes Mappa again, hoisted by the sheer volume of sweat and blood and tears of their workers, and maybe that's enough for them to float. But I will say, Ufotable actually has Rumpelstiltskin stitching their very anime together with gold silk. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably Demon Slayer.
Because as much as you hate this arc and hate these Hashras,
it was a very pretty, boring
so arc. Fucking pretty.
It was beautiful.
All right, best original anime. Wow, Kiba Maid War. Fucking forgot about that show.
Who the fuck is that? Who invited them?
Buddy Daddies, Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury, Birdie Wing Season 2, Do It Yourself, and The Marginal Service.
We only actually watched 2 of these. What, 2? I was incredibly disappointed with both, so not a great year so far. Let's vote for one that we didn't watch.
Well, I watched Do It Yourself, and it's okay. It's a DIY show. It's just like these girls get together and do DIY projects. I thought it was cute. But when I'm thinking about original shows, I'm thinking about like full impact. I'm thinking about something that would move the needle.
To the eternity.
Yeah, or like if you're not into the
infinity.
If you're not into the genre, that's like something like an original show could give you an access to. So like Skate to Infinity for a sports anime, or even like sci-fi, like Vivi, Fluoride's Ice Song a couple of years ago. I think those original shows have impact on that. And I don't feel like really any of them fit that bill. It's kind of funny that Mobile Suit Gundam will always be an original show because there's really no adaptation to it. Yeah, it's just like a weird loophole on that.
Where it's just a continuous series, but
there's no true adaptation.
It's not adapted from anything. Yeah, I know Mobile Suit Gundam has definitely left its impression on the current otaku culture, because everyone can get behind girls' love.
Regardless of the rest of the show. We definitely get behind that. Yeah. It just didn't move the needle for me. I felt like it feels like to me it was like one of those, and we talked about it. It's just like they were testing the waters. You know, like, let's test this season. It's a throwaway. People will love it because it's Gundam. We won't get that much hate on it. We'll give them Gundam scenes, which they did. It took a long time, but they did have some pretty good Gundam scenes throughout the season, but it was very little and not enough, or too much time in between. But it definitely felt like they were experimenting the high school aspect, the girls' love aspect, the very slow paced political battle that like didn't really make much sense until the very end of the season. And it's just hard to like believe that like that's the best one. But this list isn't that great. I know Birdie Wing was apparently really amazing. But I don't. No, it's a golfing anime.
Oh, never mind.
So, but I don't think it moved the needle like it would like Skate to Infinity. But I've never seen Marginal Service.
Wars. Let's just be super honest.
If it only was better, because I think it would define like some kind of weird like mafia old school like 90s like kind of like Kill Bill Tarantino kind of movie aspect. If it did better, then I would have voted that so easily. Because I never really see that much.
Yeah, I can respect the intention with Akiba Maid Wars, and you can definitely say, wow.
Man, it's original.
Anime is certainly original. Man, anime is running out of ideas. So they just keep doing the same thing over and over. Nope. Akiba Maid Wars. Look no further. You're not going to find anything like this. So
yeah, it was different.
On that merit
but
alone,
do we reward it with that aspect?
Do we reward behavior like this? That is the question.
I don't want to.
Someone's got to get it. I don't know who gets it though. I swear, if we watched Bloody Dice, maybe we would have chosen that one.
I think we would have, because I think we're like in that like time period now that like mismatched parents with a child.
Shit. Wait, Buddy Daddies is a PA Works original. No, that show definitly fucked up its ending. I don't even
Akiba Maid War, also PA Works original.
Fucked up the ending. Yeah, you don't even look. Let me spoil it. I'm gonna spoil myself without actually watching it. The ending sucked.
That's not what other people think apparently. So
it was Buddy Dies. You want to just vote purely on intuition?
Now we have to watch it.
Now we gotta watch it, otherwise we're big fat liars. Which I have never lied.
I mean, we've always been.
Not once. I've never lied once.
Never once. All right, best film: Black Clover, Kaguya-sama, Suzume, The First Slam Dunk, Psycho Pass, and Blue Giant. Well, we've only watched one of them together.
Yeah.
And that's Kaguya-sama. So I feel like this is easy one. I mean, the movie was pretty damn good.
It was.
It covered
legitimately really good.
It covered one of the best sections of an arc that we had in Kaguya-sama. And now I don't know how you feel about Kaguya-sama after this, but I feel like we're going downhill.
Yeah, that was I think this was like the last.
This is like the
best
peak.
Of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The rest will be drama, and I don't think that was Kaguya's strongest suit. I thought the comedy was their strongest suit.
Yeah, I felt like they stretched it a little bit, but they had to like make it work and meet a time frame or meet a certain like amount of aspect. Is that whole sequence at the end really added a lot extra where I'm just like, well, what about Ishigami?
What about Ishigami?
What about him? What about Nino? Fuck.
Eno.
Sorry. Not Nino.
Damn,
that was
how dare you?
My bad. Best new series: Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Zon 100, Heavily Delusion, Bocchi the Rock.
Best new series. That's an interesting topic.
Well, it's all season 1s, but they all need to have season 2s. And I think only 4 of them have been confirmed for a season 2. Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, and Bocchi the Rock is getting double movies, but it's a continuation of season 1. So I can take away having the illusion of Zan 100 because I would like to put Zan 100 in there. It deserves a season 2, but they need to figure out their production first before they start working on that. So between these 4, I guess the way I would put it is, did the season 1 excite you for a season 2?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And I guess it comes down to Oshinoko and Chainsaw Man, really. Because Bocchi the Rock, I feel like, I think I'm good. I would love to see more, obviously.
Yeah. But I don't think narrative-wise
enough
too.
Yeah. That I feel complete with the season 1. And I feel like the movie's just a cherry on top at this point. That I get to see them in high def. Movie cinematic goodness.
Well, the trick with these 2 is I've read more of Oshinoko.
Yeah.
I'm actually not that excited for what's to come. Unfortunately, I am excited for Chainsaw Man. So I would choose Chainsaw Man.
I can go with that. I'm horrible with this category, so because I know it all. All right, best continuing series: Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family, Vinland Saga, One Piece, Demon Slayer. But it ain't Jujutsu Kaisen.
It is not Jujutsu Kaisen.
For how much we complained about Jujutsu Kaisen, I don't think it's just so hard. It had so many good moments, but so many bad moments at the same time. It's like a crapshoot.
Spy Family, it kind of just
it's plateaued.
Yeah, it's definitely plateaued. It's found its groove and it's just going in the same direction. It hasn't really shaken up its formula.
Yeah,
which is, it's good that it is able to maintain this good level of quality, but also now you
want to see more.
Yeah, I want more.
Yep.
The instinctive thing.
So Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer, which are you more curious about in the future? Right? And it's just like, Attack on Titan, and then you get the second movie. You're not really, I don't know. I wasn't really excited after the first movie was done. I wasn't like, I got it.
Attack on Titan is a weird mindset because it's finished. And then what we're looking for is continuing series of, if we're judging this based off of, okay, well, it's not going to keep going. So how do we feel about that ending then? Yeah, nah.
But every ending's bad for like
every
a big
ending
series.
Is bad,
because it has to end and people don't want it to end and people will never be satisfied with an ending. So that's just kind of like a foregone conclusion.
I think there's only one of these series that is not plateauing or taking a fat dip. It's actually ramping up more and more and getting more and more people excited every chapter comes out. And I think it's One Piece.
Yep. I can definitely agree with that. That is never going to be said, but that live action series has boosted this anime into another stratosphere, which is already crazy
in this
because it was already in his it's already been in his own stratosphere. It's been the big 3, right? The Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. But I'm thinking that it might be slowly separating itself from the big 3. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think like overall totality of this anime is like fucking it's killing the other 2, especially Naruto.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can agree with that. All right, last one, and we'll end the episode. No need to talk about what happened this week's episodes from the winter season. Not much happened. So
no.
But
anime
finally,
of the year. So we
anime of the year.
Our best of the best for last year, and man, Vinland Saga. I gotta watch Vinland Saga because this thing is.
Yeah, can we watch that together? Because it's. I watched like half of season 1. I was like, this is amazing, and then Avery was like, I'm busy. I was like, oh,
this thing is just constantly rivaling.
It's in your face, and it's Mappa.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh boy, it's got that anime of sweat and blood in it. It must be good.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of sacrifice apparently for that one, but not as bad as Jujutsu Kaisen sacrifice, but it was there.
And that's why I'm choosing Bocchi the Rock as anime of the year. Well, let's really put this into consideration here. I wish we watched Vinland Saga because I feel like that would definitely
deserves a shake.
Definitely be considered.
Demon Slayer can go out into the trash can and I'll fucking do the people's elbow on it and everything like that.
This is a fucking fraud. I don't know who put that in there aside from pushing some kind of weird agenda for more Demon Slayer merch at every single soccer con. But
you're just saying soccer con because that's the only anime convention you know.
I know Comic Con and I know.
No, that's not the same. No, that's a generalization.
I know FurryCon.
Oh well, I mean, okay, I'll give you that one. But yeah, I mean, compared to
let me tell you, there's a lot of Demon Slayer cosplay there too.
I mean, compared to the other seasons of Demon Slayer, I mean, like this season it's a joke that it's on here. I don't care. I don't care. Just like Crunchyroll's like vote in. Yeah.
If someone had their way, they probably would have said, just skip this arc. But they had to out of obligation.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's My Hero had this problem for a couple years too. After like season 4, they kept putting My Hero in this category, and it's like, please stop. You know, these seasons, like, if you're a returning show and you're an Anime of the Year candidate, your fucking season better be the best season out of all the seasons that you've had. It's ridiculous to have that notion that just because you've been in previous years that you deserve it again.
Like, we can't prove that we had a good selection unless we make sure we include, you know, like goats of the past to make a comparison with.
But I mean, maybe it just wasn't.
Look, man, the old man's past his prime. He's just not the same as he used to be, and you're kidding yourself if you think he can still compete with the new young bloods.
I sound like I know a lot of people like doesn't talk about, but I thought Blue Lock was amazing. I thought it was like the next big sports anime. Blue Lock
once in this list
because everyone forgot about it. It came out late last year.
Balls? Is that it? You know,
it must be. But there was only 2 shows that came out that fall season late last year. It was Mochi the Rock and Chainsaw Man because they were that iconic. But I feel like Blue Lock was on that list too of like being an iconic sports anime. Best one we've seen since Haikyuu, and Haikyuu doesn't ever get its
Blue Lock for
that too.
Like new, I think a new series. Like
series, yeah.
I would have absolutely chosen that one.
I would love to do for art design too, or character design, because I think all of the fucking boys are so weird and different and unique. I was like,
for slapping everybody in the same uniform.
Yeah,
they're all incredibly distinctive.
Yeah, I agree. So it's tough. I know, you know, it was at the beginning of the year and stuff like that, and people don't remember it. But come on. You know, I'm surprised Dr. Stone didn't get out for a continuing series. That's
they don't like that green onion.
That New World was very good.
Everyone slept on that after season 2. Just couldn't get back on his feet.
Yep.
But we know.
We know. We're there.
Well, you didn't like Rent a Girlfriend? Where's that?
Best Romance.
Yeah. Why wasn't that in Best Romance?
You know when that cucking scene happens at the pool in season 10? That's going to be the best romance. I don't know how long they're going to take. I don't even know where they're at now.
I hope I'm dead by then.
I don't even think they're at the film arc yet, which is the fucking worst part, because that's the only decent thing about that whole
girl got introduced. The film arc must be
after that, so that's season 5.
Yeah,
because we had a lot of stuff between that. Other than that, we're on season 3.
Holy shit, we're on season 3. We're having season 2.
Season 2 happened like a year ago.
Fuck me, matey. Okay, so we're down to Bocchi the Rock, which touched the hearts and funny bone of millions. Oshinoko, which made everyone incredibly uncomfortable, but for the right reasons, I think. Chainsaw Man, which was universally panned because it was just too good. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, which people...
The most controversial show on this list.
Yeah.
But
losing their minds
that's the thing, though. It was on everyone's mind, and I feel like that's something that
is good news.
Any good or bad publicity
is good publicity.
Good publicity,
yeah, that.
But I hate season 2.
I hate season 2 with like a
hate season 2,
and I hate everybody who spoiled me on season 2 too. So Jujutsu Kaisen is just sullied in my mind. But does that mean that it does not deserve Anime of the Year? And I fortunately think that the one of these is talked about
the most
insane amount.
Here's my thing with Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is that, like, of all the stuff that we talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, because I think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably the number one show we talked about the most on the podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an unfinished product. Like, I need to see further beyond of this season 2, because everyone says the Shibuya arc is the best arc, but Shibuya arc left so many fucking plot holes and questions about characters and where they're going to go with it that it's hard for me to say, like, if I'm looking in a vacuum this season 2, it, like, I can't have anything else, then it's hard to say it's good, because I think you need a season 3 and probably another movie,
or the promise of season 3 at least, to appreciate what they were doing this season.
In season 2, yeah, like we talk about all the time. Season 2 is all about setting up everything for the grand finale of a season 3 or season 4, and it absolutely did that. It took away all the fat, even though it's the fat that we love of Nanami and
went
Nobara.
Straight to that Brandon's surgery room, and they chopped the hell out of that.
They
fat.
chopped, yep. And so now we're just left with like the pieces that are supposed to be good, but I don't know if they're good or it's fake meat or anything like that.
It's just fake meat. Big bad kid. Fake. Fake.
So like I don't know. Like I need more. I've read ahead, but I still don't have an answer to that question.
Man will never die.
No, absolutely not. We should watch it again together.
We should.
I haven't watched that.
It's just about time for our annual watching James Franco and Seth Rogen fuck around.
So that's why I will eliminate Jujutsu Kaisen, because I think in a vacuum, it's not enough. All the good things that happened to it, it's too many plot holes that killed it. It's not even about Gege Sensei killing off characters in front of Itadori. That's a kink. I don't give a shit. That doesn't bother me at one bit. But it needs to have answers, and it didn't answer anything. It didn't even like lead me to like think about an answer, because like it totally like boom, cut off. Nobara dead, gone. Move on. Let's move on to the next one.
I didn't have time to mourn, really.
Yeah, Nanami done. Boom, move on. It's like, okay, but what is that worth? And now we're just like moving on to the next arc already. So it doesn't even.
I'm going to next arc, and I'm emotionally dead. And I was already that way to begin with. So
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just don't really feel a lot.
So
for this next season,
yeah. So I think it's between the 3: Chainsaw Man, Oshinoko, and Bocchi the Rock. That's your top 3 right there. How do they define anime of the year? This is a show that sets the standard for anime over the last year. Its a compelling story, beautiful artistic execution, and unforgettable characters are combined in a unique way to create a masterpiece that deserves single recognition. Whether the show was an unexpected hit or delivered on fans' high expectations, anime of the year embodies excellence. All right, so
let's each make an argument for one show that we want, and we will flip a coin on who presents first. How about that? So pick one and then make it a relatively quick argument. I know which one I would pick.
How about you go first?
Okay, I'll go first. I choose Chainsaw Man. Question: why Chainsaw Man? Answer: Himeno showed up for 1.5
3 episodes.
I think 1.5 actual dignified Okay, no, you're right. 3 episodes total.
But she didn't matter until like the last of those 3 episodes.
Yeah, the last 2 episodes really mattered. And that broke my heart that she died. So if you can introduce a character that fast, make me care about them, and she's not the main character, and she's meant to be a throwaway character, and I still think about that death. I think you've done an amazing job as far as like writing the character, presenting her, scripting her final moments. I think that's an amazing accomplishment, and I think there are plenty of examples of that in Chainsaw Man, of characters that are not important as Denji, but still make you very much invested and interested in them. Yeah,
I can definitely agree with that. All right, here's my counter argument with I think the show is going to be anime of the year. I actually wanted to choose Chainsaw Man, but you chose it first, so I'm going to go with Oshinoko.
Okay,
for anime of the year.
Gave you the hard job.
Yeah, here's why. And it all has to come down to that first episode. We have to remember that first episode was an 1.5 hour episode of pretty much like movie magic, but it set the tone for the entire show. You'll never forget about Ai for the rest of your life. That's what mattered the most. That's what they wanted out of that first episode and continue on for the rest of the season, is that Ai will be in the back of your head the entire season, because you can never forget about her. Her kids embodied her in design and their lifestyle, and it's something we've never seen before. The idol of being famous or like any of that show business, that behind the scenes dirty look. It's almost like a documentary at that point of just like, hey, we're going to follow one famous person and we're going to show you how fucked up this whole world is. And it's just continuous drama over and over and over. Cause it's not pretty. It's a cutthroat business, and the drama is real. And I've never seen a character killed off at the beginning of a show and then it like continues to matter for like everything. And you and me have both read Oshinoko, and I can still say to this day, like, it matters, you know, like it could have been just like a nice throwaway thing, and maybe Aqua can learn to, you know, get outside of his revenge and live for the present, but it is always front and center no matter what, because that's the beauty of Ai, you know. She had that captivating moment to make you never forget about her. And Rei Takahashi, come on, she's the queen right now in terms of voice acting for voice actresses, and that everything about it, from the song to her damn cataract eyes, and the way she delivered Oshinoko, man.
I am convinced. Yeah, I can totally get behind Oshinoko. I don't think I think no one has touched this kind of story before, the topics that they cover, first of all. Second of all, to be able to nail it, because it's hard to walk untreaded grounds and then still be able to execute a story with that kind of confidence and pull it off without anyone being like, hey, you want to get real, but you're not really getting real. You're still like fluffing it up with fantasy.
Absolutely.
Oshinoko
Yeah.
Has no pretentiousness about the topics they're covering. It's very, very, I think, respectfully and also accurately presented, and also easily digestible to people that don't know anything about the business. Like me, for example, I don't know anything about what goes on behind the scenes in shows.
But that reality show arc, man.
Yeah.
It was a good first example. Yeah. I totally get why people would vote Chainsaw Man 2 though, because it was one of those kind of shows where, you know, it's a battle fantasy, you know, supernatural show. Nothing we've never seen before, kind of thing. But there is a certain like light that gets presented and a certain undertone that people don't really pay attention to, but it gets you thinking, which is so weird because Denji's not the character you use as the motor, the ride that you use, you know, to ride with, to understand like heavier concepts and life and, you know, what was the meaning of it? Because every other character, Himeno, Aki, you know, Power, Makima, you know, they all question their life choices. They all question like where they go from it, especially Aki and Himeno.
I don't know about Power. Yeah,
absolutely. Well,
Aki.
I mean, it was, yeah, you know, the Power is not the right choice, but Aki and Himeno for sure, you know. It's a dangerous lifestyle, and she tried to run away with Aki and try to save him and everything like that. She couldn't, and you know, it ultimately cost her life and stuff like that. And I think you're right in terms of like Oshinoko is story. It's the story of idols. Chainsaw Man is all about the characters. It's about these characters going through like the weirdest part of human history, that like somehow this universe, all these supernatural beings, became monsters, and now we have to deal with them, and they're like almost impossible to beat. Like it's like kind of ridiculous how crazy some of these devil powers are. Like the gun guy, right? Like he blew away like millions of people in one shot.
People in one shot, and it's also what I can appreciate about Chainsaw Man is the setting of how they present like this supernatural world. Jujutsu Kaisen, it's very like Men in Black, we killed those guys, and
it's almost silly.
Yeah, it's like comedic in like how they can cover up all this insanity, shield the world for as long as they did. Eventually they don't.
Eventually they did, yeah.
But we're to believe that we can somehow actually conceal that there are demon curses in this world for the better part of humanity's entire history. Chainsaw Man, to present it differently, it's a business, it's a career to be.
This is a lifestyle.
Yeah, this is a lifestyle that you can choose if you're crazy enough to do it, and people do choose it. And who chooses this lifestyle? It's people who have nowhere else to go, who are hopeless and broken, and then they explore what kind of people those kind of guys turn out to be. And I find that really interesting.
Yeah, I still remember that one part where Himeno was just like, the only way you can survive at this job is you gotta be a little fucking crazy. You gotta have something broken inside of you. And there was something so like right about what she said, but something so sad too, because she was literally talking about Aki and the fact that like she wants to not see him that way, but he's broken inside. Everything that's led up to like where he is right now at that present time has not been good. He lost everything because of these devils. And now he is so hell bent. It's like fucking Fushiguro
himself. Yeah.
Yeah, like him and Fushiguro are like, almost same character design too. But they're absolutely broken in the head, and they're just willing to just give up anything and everything for just like a small win. It doesn't change
any molecule of control.
Yeah, just you're right. A little bit of control in their life that they've never gotten before. And it's just like this little blip of happiness. And I wish when we get season 2 of Chainsaw Man, I hope people realize that like the mangaka, like he thinks a lot deeper in terms of like how he presents the world and how he presents these characters, because they are a lot deeper than what people give him credit for. Denji just covers up this whole like it's almost like a mirage that Denji puts. He's just like, yeah, no, the world is like, we'll figure it out because I'm like this idiot guy that screams and I have this chainsaw power and I'll figure it out because I'm a devil too, just like these guys. And how you defeat a devil, you fight it with the devil, and people don't realize like the world is still fucking scary, like even with Denji with his powers, and it makes people question their lives a lot of deep undertones for these two shows. That's for sure. They speak more volumes than
different topics
underneath it. Oh yeah,
but they're doing the same thing. Very very deep analysis of certain topics.
Fuck, it's funny that you were just like, I'm convinced about Oshinoko now, but I'm just like when you were explaining Chainsaw Man, I'm like, I'm kind of convinced it's Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, no, maybe both. Maybe we just split the difference. Choose Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah.
Let's give it to Demon Slayer.
How about Demon Slayer? The real goat. You know what?
Let me just fucking ruin
this wrong.
Book. I was wrong. It was that one. I mean, we just go down the middle and go Bocchi the Rock. We both love that show.
There's one thing that Bocchi does that these two other shows don't do, and it's not psychoanalyze anything really deep. It's just be a good ass show. How about just that? Can we do that?
Just a silly show.
How about just a really fun, enjoyable show? That's Bocchi the Rock, man.
I can say this about Bocchi the Rock. I've never felt this way about a show since Nichijou, and that's a long time, and that's saying something, because I think Nichijou is like on its own platform. It's a goat. It's the standard, and no one's ever met that, and that's unfair to expect people to meet that because it's so how great it is. But I feel like Bocchi the Rock, I think it touched it a little bit. It touched the butt, and then it had to swim away.
Of that greatness, yeah.
Got a nice little slap in there, but yep.
I feel like that too, yeah. There was like a certain like magic of anime when I was, like really getting into consuming anime avidly.
Yep.
And that was when I watched like K-On! And Lucky Star, and just I love to watch this show, not because it is like just a spectacle of cinematography or like amazingly written. It's just really fun, and the writer, you can tell, is having a lot of fun making this story, and I'm enjoying it too. And I think Bocchi the Rock capture that same magic.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess Demon Slayer wins.
So yeah, I guess it's Demon Slayer, man. Shit, let's punch that fucking vote. Yep. Fuck no.
I cut Maharaga.
Gotta end it all. Let's do the only fair thing in
flip a coin?
democracy, and let's flip a coin. This is the only way to determine anything in this culture.
Okay, so what? Heads for Ocean Code, tails for Chainsaw Man?
Tails for Chainsaw Man. Let's do it. This is the only thing that's really fair in life.
Tails. That means
it's
Chainsaw Man.
He deserved it.
All right. That is all the categories. I gotta fucking re-put everything back in.
Wage slaves win again.
Woo! We're gonna see a lot of Chainsaw Man cosplays when we go to Sakura Con later this year.
I hope so. I hope somebody. I was actually thinking about doing the Aki stupid fucking.
Oh, I mean, your hair is long enough. Yeah, you can do a little
easy
little
enough
boop
to do it.
Yeah, I can give you a hair tie, and then we can like hairspray a little bit and make sure it sticks all together, like a little lump.
Just make a little.
Yeah, no, your hair is actually the perfect length. I think you grow it out a little more. I think it would be great. You just put on a undershirt and a tie. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Oh, maybe we'll work that in. All right. Well, on that note, that is it.
We're gonna go up to the media roundup of
way over time. So we won't be doing the We Power Spotlight of the Week. Don't worry. I don't really think there's really much to talk about this week.
Which one was your favorite anime this week? Let's just say that real quick.
God, I just love. You know what? It's as much as I want to say Dungeon Meshi, just because of how beautiful
that is the easy choice.
Studio Trigger is. I'm having too much fun of a time with Tis Time for Torture Princess.
I was just about to say, if I take out the super obvious picks, actually, you know what? Maybe Freeren was okay.
Freeren's plateaued a little bit, but I think it's because they're trying to build this new arc with all these new mages and all these new characters.
Yeah, so that takes time to fully execute.
I think next week's episode is going to be amazing.
I think
because of the fights.
Yeah. I think Deliciousness and Dungeon Meshi is the easy pick because they did nail it.
Yeah,
but
just something so stupid fun about Tis Time for Torture Princess.
Tis Time for Torture Princess, has been fantastic. Second week in a row.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching like a Saturday morning cartoon with you guys when we watch that show, because we just sit around. We're not like over analyzing anything. We're not thinking about the podcast. We're just like, this girl is a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
and
she's a mess, and I love it.
Yeah, it's like I could see a lot of me inside of her.
Yeah, super relatable.
I can relate.
And I keep getting surprised by how much of a mess she is. I keep thinking, okay, it won't get any worse than this. Like it's just gonna keep doing the same thing. No, she gets worse every time.
It's like scratching the surface. Yeah,
it gets a little worse every single time, which I'm super impressed by.
Yeah, but other than that, most of the other shows pretty subpar. We'll talk about it more next week when Plinchy gets back. But there's not much to offer. The only other show outside of this is Dangers in My Heart season 2. I know that's one that only you and me watch. Mm-hmm. But these first 2 episodes, just like everything about it, the continuation of their relationship together is fucking fantastic. I can't get that opening animation out of my head.
Oh man,
that like dance sequence they had in the gym and stuff like that. It was like Zon 100 almost. It's just like, I didn't expect it. You didn't need it, but you gave it, and it's much deserved. It's the highest rated show this season, and it deserves it more than Solo Leveling, which is, I don't know. I need more to simmer on that one.
It was very interesting how hard they went in for. Yeah, they went really hard, and I don't know if they needed to go that hard.
They went edge. Like this show didn't need edge. It wasn't a setup for edge, but they went full edge on that episode, and it's just kind of like
one thing on like the drawing board for what we need to execute in these first few episodes, and it was edge.
Absolutely. And they have a wheel and they throw a dart, and then like every part of the wheel is just ways to kill the guy.
Yeah, there's no wrong answers.
Yeah, it's just like, let's just mix and match as much as you can. So that one still needs some simmering, to say the least. But Little Witch Academia, that was an amazing episode again.
Killing it. Just
the broom episode.
just goated anime.
But everything else, the new shows that we watch, Ishura, Metallic Rouge, Sengoku Yoko.
I feel like it's trying to prove something. It gave me a lot of feelings of what's the last anime we watched that was just super edgy? I kept comparing it to Akame Got Killed, like they're trying too hard.
Oh, it was something. It was like the witch show, right? Not Ragnar Crimson, but
Kingdoms of Ruin.
There you
Ishura, go. Very easily reminds me of someone trying to be Kingdoms of Ruin now instead of
yeah, I know.
Kill.
You know what's weird though with Ishura, that I get this vibe that like they're going to try to go the Records of Ragnarok route, where like all these other like, because it's obvious like the main guy in Ishura isn't really a part of their world. He's like he's a multi-dimension traveler because he's literally wearing he's wearing like a tracksuit.
I'm from the mystical other world known as Japan, and I am the.
He's wearing a fucking tracksuit.
Yeah.
So he's not even like wearing the same clothing as them. So I have a feeling like, is it gonna get like Records or Ragnarok-y, where it's just like all these like somewhat important historical fictional characters are all gonna combine into one area, because it looks like they're gonna all go into one area next episode, and
and then just do a full on just a slugfest. It's like no substance, all bang.
Yeah, and it sucks too because they gave that girl the only substance, and it's like gooey pooey substance,
most like bare bones.
Yeah,
I just really want to be.
Everyone died because of you, and it's because you showed up. And I was like, so that is the most asinine shit I've ever heard.
I gotta betray you now.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, that's just. It's realistic because I can see someone that's totally broken inside after like everything that happened can get to that point. But in terms of storytelling, it's not fun.
Yeah, and it's not something anyone can get behind, because her motivation is, I hate you, one, because you caused the death of everyone I know, but also I just hate that you're better than me.
Yeah. There's no facts to come behind like why she hates him. It'd be great for like a movie, right? Because they're just like, that's like the most like brain dead subplot you can push for a movie to just build on to more action. But for an anime season, her character is gonna get boring real quick, real fast. And I don't know how you can tell a story with her. And she's like your main girl character, so
I just don't see what they can do with her aside from rinsing and repeating. I can lead you to like the next fighter, and she's gonna be like, this will be the one that finally kills this guy. And then he kills them, and you're like, oh shit, I'll lead you to this fighter.
She's just a shitty plot device. You know what? It's just like Records of Ragnarok. It's just like the Valkyrie lady, right? She's just kind of like pushing her agenda, but there's like no substance to her agenda because we don't really know anything about her or anything about the gods.
What we're here for is to see the fights that she is
pushing through.
Yeah, pushing.
Yep. So. I feel like that should get dropped. Sengoku Yoku can drop real quick. Fuck.
What happened?
Is the age of yokai over for us? Is Japanese mythology like not fun to watch anymore? Because like they drop so much like random like Japanese names of like yokai or whatever. They have like their own names for it.
Yeah, that was not newcomer friendly. That was like, you have to know a lot about yokai to be like, oh, it's that one.
Do you watch Inuyasha? Yeah, it's like maybe, but like I don't think even watching Inuyasha would have taught me anything that would like help me survive this first episode. So I don't know. It's just the age now that's just like, I can't think of a single yokai one that has been fun to watch in the past like 10 years. I've seen a couple that's like decently average, but when has anything come around that's the same as Inuyasha?
What is it that Inuyasha did that worked that this show and other shows don't have?
It came out in an era where romance was king. And that had like a lot of forbidden taboo romance in it.
Yeah, it had one, it had like the what's it called? Separated by like I guess dimensions and worlds. So it had the isekai. It had the isekai magic of like, hey, you're dating a fancy person.
Yep.
Then there's the age thing. Inuyasha isn't going to age. Because he's half demon, so that's even more. He's got that Twilight power.
He's sparkle.
Yeah, he is sparkly. Third, the tsundere. Both of them were actually tsunderes.
Really?
Yeah,
even Kagome?
Kagome was a huge tsundere. Inuyasha was an abrasive tsundere, so he just was irritable a lot.
Oh.
And also he didn't want to admit that he liked her.
Yeah, well, I mean,
also,
that's just, it's like, yeah, I don't mind fucking my dog. That's basically where you get that.
No, that was never an issue. Not once was that ever considered an issue. Fourth problem: Inuyasha dated Kagome's ancestor, who looks like her.
Yeah, I was like, who cares about the age? Because then just like, hell, make another one.
Make another
one.
Fine.
Just make another one. It doesn't matter.
Make another one.
Just make another one. Just like it was like, hey, Kagome, you can love me, but go find a husband so you can make me another one. Go make me another daughter. So then when she gets the age, and I can have my way with her, and then I'll have her do it. It's
oh
like,
boy.
Just consistent, just down the line, because it's like they're gonna. I'm assuming Kagome's ancestor fell in love with him, right? It's just like it's almost like a foregone conclusion at that point. Is that like the lineage is just tied to the hip to Inuyasha?
Here's the actual issue with Majo no Yajuu. Oh no, not Majo no Yajuu. Which one are we talking about?
Sengoku Yoko.
Sengoku Yoko. Here's the issue with that one. The stupid swordsman. He's the viewpoint character.
He killed it.
Yeah, he sucks.
He absolutely killed the whole episode.
Yeah,
like,
he immediately takes out any magic of the show because we're following an average Joe bloke who just wants to be cool by leeching off of the actual cool.
And
character.
he's gonna get stronger. And I hate that fucking aspect of a lot of shows where it's just like, let me get this absolutely plain guy teaming up with like the most like the strongest characters we'll have in the entire show, and then we'll see the rise.
Yeah,
because he's just there. Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't. But he's so cringe. Like it'll take so long to build that to get to a point where like he's going to be super strong.
Hold on that long.
I hate it. And for some reason, when I think about it, all I think about to compare it to. You ever watch that one Jackie Chan movie with Jet Li, and they had that white kid as the main character? I think Jackie Chan was like a drunken master.
Rush Hour?
No, but I did hear Rush Hour 4 is coming out soon.
I did hear that.
Oh, God, too many Jackie Chan movies. And Jet Li, The Forbidden Kingdom. That's the name of it.
Oh, Forbidden Kingdom.
Because they had this white kid. Which he was the guy from Sky High, by the way. He was behind the whole movie because they were like, because Jet Li is Son Goku, he's the Monkey King, and Jackie Chan is this drunken master, and then they had to teach this guy
that wig is so bad,
how to fight. I know how to fight the evil. Chinese Empire or whatever, so they can save Son Goku
from Dragon Ball Evolution. What is this?
No, that's a different guy.
Okay.
This guy's from Sky High. He's the main guy from Sky High.
Oh, I can't even remember what the main guy looked like. I guess he looked like him.
He looked like him.
Oh, right.
Like, this is him.
Oh,
same guy.
Shit. You should get that hair back, man.
Yeah, he's the same guy. That's him.
Oh shit.
But it was horrible because they had to teach him karate, and there was like so many scenes of Jackie Chan and Jet Li that were amazing, but it gets overshadowed because this kid has to be the main character.
Yeah, this is totally the same mood.
Yeah, so it's just like,
you're detracting from the cool characters. Get out of here.
Yeah. Also, she was really cute, but I heard she's like a communist, so. Moving on.
Upsetting. That's never stopped anybody from anything ever.
Other than that, so I don't think Sengoku Yoko is going to make it.
Yeah, well, Jackie Chan hates his son, so Whatever.
Did we cut it? Did we cut it from there? We maybe have to cut it from there. Anything else? Anything else?
All right, we're done. I think we're done. I think we're cracked. I think we got on for too long here. On that note, it is time to end this week's episode of the podcast. So thank you everyone for watching or listening.
This episode was 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of cutting out to do later. Thank you very much for
releases it. It's just uncut.
Oh God, no one's gonna listen to that. No one listens to the cut version. So thank you everyone for watching or listening to this week's episode of the podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, do whatever you can to engage with our content. The more you engage, the more it feeds the algorithm, and it'll let other people find us and let us know what we can do better to make this podcast even better for you guys. Follow us on our social media, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, or TikTok at the Weeb Power Hour. And if you want to check us out playing video games or visual versions of the podcast, we do have a YouTube channel as well. So consider subscribing over there and hitting the notification bell so you can be notified when live streams come up, or visual versions of the podcast, or Let's Play videos, or shorts, or anything else that we upload onto that channel. All your support is greatly appreciated. Other than that, it is time for us to head on out. If this episode gets released on time, we'll be playing the new Yakuza game on Saturday. So maybe come on by and check it out. It's gonna be very fun. Getting back with Ichiban and stuff like that. So consider coming by on the stream. Oh goddamn. Okay, we gotta go. On that note, we'll see you guys same week time, same week place. Goodbye.
Bye.